All right, so Republicans and Democrats, they don't understand how to deal with the fraud. Okay, now fraud, first of all, is extremely difficult to prove. I guess it's like legally defined as criminal deception. The issue we have here going on in the election, which has been going on for years, it's actually called forgery, forgery. I ran for office. I saw what they're doing, all right? But you're not going to stop it because you're the ones letting it go every single year. It's, for some reason, I would say about 2/3 Democrat and 1/3 Republican. They're both doing it. They've put up with it, mostly to like lift up the numbers for their own party and the primaries. That's how they get their numbers. And then, of course, you run into the issues in the general election. How do you verify these things? Well, you got to call these people who did the mail-in ballots, for example. That's where it is, okay? And we saw this, President Donald Trump was complaining about it months ago. This is a setup for years, okay? But he's saying, oh, it's mail-in voting. Well, we all saw it coming. How do you verify these people? I've done like what do you call it? A voting. They call it. I think it's called provisional. I don't know what you call it, but you show up like before the election because this is okay. I voted. I think it was October. What was that day? The 19th, 2016. I did not vote in the last election, so I'm not for Biden or Trump. But there's definite. I'm not going to call it fraud, but you can call it fraud, but it's a general, like, umbrella type of thing, all right? But it's definite forgery all over the place. Fake people. They could be dead people that are seemingly voting, just getting the numbers. And then, of course, there's just people that are in different states or, I'm in Florida right now. I could vote in Ohio, and I can illegally vote also in Florida. So how are you going to prove? You got to go look at all these databases, match the names up. Who's this Jason Warner guy who voted in Ohio? Which, by the way, it better show I didn't vote because I did not vote. I'm telling you, I didn't vote. And then, of course, how you go find the Jason Warner who voted in Florida. There's a lot of Jason Warners out there, and there's another Jason Warner in my county who was born around me. I'm 11/22/1979. So the other person I think was born like in January 1981 or 1980 or something like that in my county. He's got a lawsuit. It's like he was evicted from an apartment building, I think, in Rocky River or something. So you can look at the lawsuits to see the difference in different people. I got accused of something one time. Like, who are you that you're this guy who? And this also, he's got an extensive he also, I think it's Lorain County, which is just in my west. He's got assault, domestic violence, possession of all kinds of stuff. But you get these names and you start looking at them and verifying signatures and then finding out where they were at this time and everything. And they already voted. That's real quick. You just get a Microsoft Excel sheet, put their name in, see it multiple times. They voted. Like, what the hell? How'd that happen? You just got to think. I don't know if you should here's a problem. They voted twice. So that's, what do you call that? Unclean hands. So do you take one of their two votes? Or do you take just wipe it out completely? They get 0 votes. You know what I'm saying? All right. So then you get people who just don't vote, and then they somehow appear that they voted. Because there are people, campaign managers know who these people are, who will go out and just find people who will use their names. Look up Linda Green, robo-signing, okay? I work in the banking industry. It's just big. So I'm just really excited about this. It's a really fun thing to talk about. I've been there, but I'm out of it. That's the thing. I'm out of this whole election thing. I know it's a big scam. They're not going to get it right because they don't want to get it right. That's Hillary and Donald, both of them. Oh, today's Friday the 13th, November. So They had it looking good from the whole Russia thing, collusion with Russia, and now it's better, right? No, they're both doing this, Democrats and Republicans. Yeah, Democrats are doing it more, and they know how to play these games. Look at Pennsylvania, Georgia. Go look at the states. Oh, I'm going to get into that too. So, we're over 5 minutes here anyway. I like to keep them shorter, like 1, 2 minutes. I'm back on YouTube.